Okay, well, I was just gonna do one video, but I'm gonna do a second video, second part. Go into a little more explanation and everything else of the questions and answers. Part two. This is part two, by the way. Again, my name is, as I answer the questions, Peter Lineweber, aka Coach Big Pete. I've had a bunch of questions. There's two more questions that I forgot that I needed to answer. And again, my email, just for everyone to know, is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Also, please fill out the Deep Dish Football Recruiting Questionnaire so that I have your info. Um, Secondly, and this is one of the biggest things that, and one of the things that people need to sort of need to understand that the free recruiting services are the best, and I say this with all personal experience and everything. They're the best. The pay for ones are total scam, total ripoff. I'm sick and tired of hearing hard work families, single moms, um, and they just wasting money, and especially going after poor urban areas, poor rural areas, and it's always the recruiting service has always been doing that. They've been doing it for decades, and when I mean decades, I mean decades. It's a total scam and ripoff. I say this again, and I keep saying it. Recruiting is free. If you learn one thing, I'm going to just tell you this right now. If you hear one thing, recruiting is free. College coaches do not look at those BS recruiting profiles or any of that stuff. Um, to be honest with you, your best bet, your best guy, if in your children's recruitment, is his high school coach, high school football coach. Simple as that. Please do understand it. It is your son's high school football coach. Nobody else, no journalist. And I'm sick and tired of people thanking journalists. And I'm not a journalist, a blogger, and thanking me. Oh, well, thank you for this, blah, blah, blah. I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. If you want, and I tell this to the kids, if you want to thank the two people, thank your parents and basically thank your high school football coaches. Those are the two people you have to thank. Simple as that. And I'll just talk about. I mean, I'll talk about. You talk about rivals. You talk about 247. All the stuff in it. They're basically college coaches see them basically as what they are, and just like on other recruiting websites and that they see them as for fun times and that, but they're not. They really don't are not taken seriously. They are not taken seriously because it takes from that coach's individual evaluation and simple understanding of if that kid fits in the scheme and in that school. Is this the best school for this kid? Because again, as you see in the news, there's a bit of a war against football, to be honest with you. And if there's a PR disaster, they love it. And those journalists gobble like it's nobody's business, like me eating pizza, simple as that. They'll point the finger and they'll say, bad kid, bad program, coach needs to be fired. So, and there are some bad coaches, don't please understand that. But what I'm saying is that coaches are now on walking on what's the word, on basically semi-frozen lake water, basically, and if it breaks, they're screwed. So that's why they have to be careful. All right, let's get to some fun questions, shall we? And I forgot, I talked about the first video. I talk about corporate greed in football. It's becoming right. It's becoming a rising thing. If this kid is playing for that 7-on-7 brand that features their clothing brand, his parents then think because the other team, the college team, has another brand with certain other brand in that he's not going to get recruited because of that. Completely untrue. Now, what happened with Louisville and the basketball teams and all that stuff, it's going to change. There are things that are going to change, and they're going to change for the better because again, corporations getting into high school football, getting more into basically sinking in their claws into high school football athletes is not good. It's bad because you then have kids being told, you know what, you should transfer to this academy down in Florida, this academy down in California, to better your chances of recruitment. And I mean, you got I mean, you got high schools now that are buying recruiting reports, and of course, you have some recruiting journalists who buy their own recruiting reports and pawn it off as their own comments, which is even absolutely pisses me off, which makes absolutely no sense. If you're going to be a recruiting journalist, you've got to get into it. And you got to love this game. And if you don't love this game, guess what? There's the door. Get the hell out. And I'm going to say this right now. There's going to be a lot of them getting out because guess what? The money making level for football is going to go down. It's going to go down bad, 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 bad. And they can't make a buck, so they're going to go to basketball, to go to baseball, to go to do some other sports, so they'll do whatever they want to, or make their own little blog about MTV music and all that other stuff. Again, does it suck football's going down? Yes, it does suck. Is it for the better? Yeah, it may. Some of it may be for the better. So we'll see what happens. So let's get started. We're just a little couple of few things because I keep getting questions about, well, what's this behind you? Okay, so I got a bunch of T-shirts. Eureka College, Wisconsin Platteville, Iowa in the yellow lettering. Got my boy Yianni from Lake Zurich, class of 2018, 5'11", 5'10", offensive lineman. My guy, his jersey. They sent me the jersey. Simple as that. That is one of my favorite football players ever. Little kid, and I'll say this again. The people ask me, "What do you like little kids so much with the little football player, the little recruit?" Because let me tell you something right now. They're not D1. They know they're not D1, but they play for the love of the game, and they bust their ass off. Simple as that. They fight for every inch. And you have a Yianni, a Max McFadden from Batavia. Just those small guys that know they're not 6'1", they're not 6'2", they're not 6'3", they're not 6'6". They're not that fast. They're not that strong. Well, Yanni's strong as shit, but they're not that strong as others. They fight for it. And one of my things that I found out was the kids that know they're not going to play college football, but are playing high school football. They fight for it. And I've met a lot of those kids, and I'm happy to talk more about those kids than I'm happy to talk about a D1 kid that's getting recruited and who doesn't care about the game. He thinks that he's going to the NFL, and he's not going to go to the NFL. He'll drop out the first year. And I honestly plan to make a video about how many kids leave after the first year of football, because there was a lot of them. And the truth isn't being told a lot to college recruits. And I also think that as college recruit writers and bloggers, I think we should also be writing more and talking more about education too. That's just my personal feeling, but it is what it is. I got the one question was behind me: Culver, Stockton, St. Joseph, Plainfield Central, Grays Lake North, Eureka, Bradley Bourbonnais, Stevenson. I got Hinsdale Central, Westmont High School. I got a bunch of stuff from a bunch of colleges: University of Minnesota, Iowa State. I got a big thing from, where is it? I got a big thing from Iowa. They sent me this. Huge. And when I mean huge, it's huge. Shout out to the Iowa Hawkeyes and that. I got, what else did I get? Minnesota, Michigan State. Nothing from Indiana, but a lot of stuff, as you can see, and just to decorate the back of here. So my studio, because I know someone called their basement their studio, which is not the hell you're talking about, man. So yeah, just this back of the room with the back of the stuff. So it is what it is. Have you found? Oh, this is a good one. No, it's not actually a good one. It's a bad one. There's some head scratching questions here. Yes. There's been two sponsorships that I could have signed with that I couldn't say yes to. And it would have to make me advertise for recruiting services. I've had one sponsorship pulled from me because I said too much about a certain recruiting service. They didn't like that. They got angry about that. I don't care. This is the thing. I'd rather have no dollars in my pocket than have a mom complain about she lost 8, 10, 7, 6 grand to an effing recruiting service. I mean, these guys are nothing but scam artists. It really does piss me off. Really does make me angry about that stuff. So just as we get on to that, yes, I will be doing another fundraiser GoFundMe page. Better access to the field for you guys to see the videos and that. I will finally be able to film um, the tour stops and everything else. It's going to be bad video, I guarantee you. But I'm going to be fundraising for that. Also, I'm going to try to get down to Southern Illinois. That's a promise. Wisconsin and Iowa are up in the air. As always, well, there was one more thing I want to say. Matt Lemming Prep Insider Showcase. Please check it out. I beg of you guys to check it out. Email again, coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. The fundraiser will probably start next month. And again, please, like I've said this, I say this numerous times in that. Parents, your greatest tool in recruiting is your intuition, and you guys have great intuition. Just use it. Common sense. Trust me. You guys are very smart. You guys know how to do it. Just use your intuition. It's basically common sense. People act like these recruiting services pay for recruiting service, act like it's the hardest thing. It's not. It is not. You can do it. Fill out those recruiting questionnaires and that. Oh, there's one good question. I forgot. What college coaches do you like, and what college coaches don't you like? I like the college coaches that keep it simple, that don't act like they are the next coming of Jesus Christ or whatever, or the Greek gods or any of that. I like the ones that keep it simple, common sense, and are about discipline. I don't like the ones that are about the flash. I don't like the ones that act like I hate the Division III coaches that think that they're going to move up to D1 and they're all about recruiting and they're all about the fake BS. I don't want to talk to a coach that BS's me. I've talked to a few coaches. Hey guy, how you doing? I know you're a jackass. There's no doubt about it. You're a jackass. I like the guys that shoot the shit straight with me. Simple as that. That's just my personal feeling, my personal belief. But again, my email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Please follow the Weemy Report on Facebook and Twitter. Please feel free to leave a donation via PayPal if you like my work. Tip donation if you like my work. Again, please check out deepdishfootball.com and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please, I beg of you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. And hopefully I'll see you guys on April 21st at the Lemming Prep Insider Showcase. Can't wait. Should be a fun time with the Fist Football guys. I can't wait. Have a great night.